Pretty dark in here. Konnichiwa. Hello, friends, and welcome. I guess I'm the only one up right now. I brought the box out. There is Yip Yip. There is Boots. Midnight is. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna wake you up. I didn't mean to. Oops. Midnight is in the bedroom. That's where her food is, and she wants to stay close to it. We're doing another all-nighter, and I checked. These pants are like, they said they were 32, but I took a ruler, or what's that called? It's not a ruler, is it? Tape measure. I took a tape measure, but it was a plastic one of those metal, the metal ones that clink, 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 clink. And I think he thinks I'm talking to him. And I put it around, and it's like 41 inches. God, I'm fat. We can't be dead yet. I'm too fat. But major spoilers. I said at the beginning of the, I watched the first episode, right? I watched the first episode, then I paused it because it was a little after 6, and I said, I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. I didn't even know his name was Light, I don't think, at the time. In fact, I was confused. I'm like, what are people talking about Light about? What Light what? Like the noun, like the verb, what's going on? And I'm like, I really don't like this guy. I said, I guess he's like the top of the class, and he's bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. So I'm gonna go kill people. Oh my god. Oh my god, this whole thing's giving me a headache. And so I also found out that after not watching 9 episodes, I had to take a break, and so I watched some Seinfeld. Wow. It was a good one. It was the one where Kramer pretended to be the cop. So if you know that one, it was that one. Did you do something with my glasses? But so I watched 9 episodes, subtitled, and I'm like, man. And online it talks about part 1 and then part 2. But if you look on IMDb, there's 37 episodes. So I'm like, one, that's odd. 37. No one does 37. Why 37? And that doesn't break up into 2. So I go back to vudu.com. Vudu. So please, I mean, this is an unsolicited. Does that mean that they're not paying me, right? Unpaid plug. Vudu, I think, is the best. Plus, I get it free on my TV. I don't have to. My TV's wireless, but the wireless doesn't work, I guess. So I always plug it into the outlet, and it works that way. But I go back to Vudu, and I'm going through, and there's this one show that I want to watch. I forget what it's called though. But there's like 7 seasons of this thing. But so I'm going through, and I see, let me go check that later. Or now. Let me go see something. No, not this. No.
Amazing, better than a microfiber strip.
Oh, I got it. Dang it. Let's try this and this. There you go. All right. I gotta let the commercials play. The only bad thing is you can't. Well, I have never tried to fast forward the commercials. I think that would be wrong. I mean, this cartoon is just so weird. I've never watched a show and just like, I really don't like the main character. I really don't. I mean, there's nothing good about him, nothing admirable about him, nothing. He's just a spoiled, smart kid, got a perfect family, and he just gets bored and he starts killing people. So at first I thought, this show reminds me of, or this show is trying to be something like The Shield, where you got what, Vic Mackey, who is a bad guy, and he just does bad things. But for some reason, Vic Mackey you like. For some reason, Light, whatever his last name is. Do I have it up here? Oh, and they call him Kira. I guess it's a joke because of it sounds like the English for killer, but they're Japanese, so they say Kira. Is that racist or what? But that's in the cartoon. It's in the anime. They say that. Oh, this is the what you call it. It's just so weird. Maybe I need to sleep. I don't know. Yagami. Light Yagami. Oh, oh my gosh. I'll never sleep again. But I'm going through here, and let's see if we can exit out of here. This thing's so old. I messed up all the buttons. Oh, there we go. All right, so we got that. We forgot to watch last one we were playing. We forgot. All right, going into Voodoo. Because I watched a whole series in no, it was translated. It was dubbed in. But it just makes me wonder now. Come on. It makes me wonder. That's all I'm saying. So I was just trying to understand, why is the Vic Mackey character liked, even though he does horrendous things? I mean, he puts his team in danger. He steals from people. He does anything he can to get in his way. And anyone who gets in his way, he just simply destroys. But this guy, Light Yagami, I don't like. And he was just, what was he doing? Killing criminals. Well, my first thought was, what if he gets a criminal that is innocent? You know, I mean, unfortunately, the way that the crime system works, or the way that our justice system works, we arrest people who are not guilty. And the whole thing about if one person is innocent, we should let 100 bad people go, or something like that. Sorry, I was trying to find it again. They put the anime like way at the bottom. There it is. Come on. I don't know if I didn't press the button hard enough, or if I don't know why. If I just wait. I don't see the difference. The cast is different? Yeah, the cast is different. I'm looking up Vampire Hunters and seeing why are there two versions up here? Because there's two versions of Death Note, because one is dubbed and one is subbed. But I don't think so. Oh, and the one thing I was thinking about watching was Ranma half. Ranma 1/2. And I was thinking about watching that, but it's 7 seasons long. And it's only thing I know about it is just says that a guy gets wet and turns into a woman. I don't know even what that means. Okay, now I should warn you that I only knew 2 things. I only knew 2 things when I started watching Death Note. Well, okay, 3 things. It was on Adult Swim. It was about a guy who had a book, and if he wrote people's names in it, they would die. And there was a movie, but no one liked the movie. That's all I knew. Ugh, sorry. So I'm watching this, and I'm like, whoa, this is weird. So he's killing people, but he's not a good person because he's not doing it for anyone. He's doing it for himself. He's doing it to become God. Spoiler. Like Vic Mackey was doing it for his family. His family needed the money. His team needed the money. He was going to split everything with them. And he was removing people in his way to keep everyone safe. It wasn't just himself. Now you could say, yeah, you know, kind of like what's his name? What's the guy in Breaking Bad? I don't know. Why keep on saying Van Helsing? I don't think that's right. White. Wasn't it White? I just couldn't believe it. George White? John White? I don't know. Was it White? Walter White. Huh, it's weird that at beginning he's white and then all of a sudden he just turns into this dark, dark character. Van Helsing. I don't think his name was Van Helsing, okay? Because at the end, you know, Walter White says, I did it for me. But still, this guy's just doing it for himself. It's just the weirdest thing ever. Oh, by the way, I tried to watch one anime and I would not suggest, I just got bored. RWBY. I wanted to get into it because I liked the story of one of the authors, but then the author died. So I'm like, it's not that important. I would say the only thing weirder than Death Note is the author of Death Note, because no one knows who he is. And they say that the character L is hugely based off the author. No one knows who L is. L sits weird, and apparently the author, when he writes, he'll sit weird when he's at his laptop. I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. The whole thing is just weird. And I know how it ends. I know. But I was going through season 1. Let's see, English. Okay. And I don't know. Oh. It brought me back. I'm going to pause this. Then we can talk. It's a commercials. What's your name? American Express commercials are being done by Mila Kunis. The whole thing about American Dad, I think her voice is like so flippin' hot. I don't know why. So I'm just listening. I'm like, man, that voice is hot. So I know how it ends. I'm not going to tell you that because I haven't watched it yet. It's just, and I know that there's a Netflix movie, and that's the one that I heard of that wasn't good. And it's weird because what's his name is in it? William Dafoe, who I apparently cannot spell his name at all. Thank you, Google, for telling me that. Not even close. Well, okay, a little close. But he's in it, but he's only the voice of Ryuk. Now, I gotta warn you, I don't know people's names because I just started watching the English version, and in the what you call it version, the Japanese version, you're listening, and Ryuk just sounds so scary because he's just saying things, and you're like, I have no clue what he's saying. You have to like read under him, but he's like, that guy's scary. But it's in English, he's kind of like a goofball. I like apples. I like apples. I like. Shut up about your apples. Yes, you like apples. Why only one fruit? Why are you addicted to apples? I don't even understand that. And that's another thing. And what you call it? I'm trying not to spoil yet. In Vampire Nights, they had a lot of I don't know how to pronounce it, chibi, which is kind of like the cutesy anime stuff, Hello Kitty, and you'll see it in anime. Well, they'll be like humans, and then all of a sudden, poof, they turn into cartoons and they do cartoony things, chibi. But to me, that did not detract from how powerful what you call it was, the story was, especially like the main person who ran the academy. He would just like all of a sudden, well, when he wear like pink aprons for no reason, but people would be like, "You're the only person I know who would wear a pink apron like that." And he would just cry at the drop of a hat, but then poof, he would just immediately get serious. It was like crazy, crazy. Reminded me of Shakespeare if you see it done right, where they can just like they just snap their emotions. I'm not snapping at you. I did give him his walk earlier. What were we talking about? I'm not gonna write this down. No, we just do it off the cuff. I'll do it live. But yeah, so William Dafoe is the voice of Ryuk, but he's not in the I guess Ryuk isn't in the movie really. He's like in the darkness. I don't know, because there's no pictures of him. That's why I'm saying he's in the dark. And in the trailer, you just see a darkness. That's him. Um, I mean, the only character I really like is Ryuk. And again, if I'm saying it wrong, I do apologize. But like, he's the only one who's like true to himself. He's like, listen, I don't care if Light wins. I don't care if Light loses. I don't care. I don't care. Guess what? If I want to, I'll just write your name in my book. Because apparently there's 2 books. He stole a book. Which at first I thought that he stole it from a god. I thought that there was like a god who had these books. And I gotta say one thing about the book. This book is in the comic or in the anime. It's like so tiny. It's like so thin. But there's like an infinite number of pages. But then they kind of allude to the fact that the pages might run out. I don't know if the pages run out, and that bothers me. Because he's like ripping pages out and giving pages out and doing this and doing that. I'm like, that's someone's book. Don't mess up someone's book, okay? That's just rude. But it's like a mind game because then L comes and L and Light are like battling wits, and now they're just went to college, both of them together. And I mean, L you kind of like because he's trying to stop this person who, I mean, he forces people to kill themselves. That's how weird this movie is. He'll just write their person's name and then, okay, so in the anime, he has to write their name and then write how they die within 40 seconds. If he doesn't write down how they die of a heart attack. And I was trying to figure out in the movie, it sounded like they said it was dealer's choice. I don't know what that means. I don't know who the dealer is. And then he has 6 minutes, 40 seconds to write down the details. And I guess if he doesn't write anything down, there's no details. But because of that, he's able to change things. And at the beginning, I'm not sure if these are Ryuk's rules or the book's rules. Kind of like a Mr. Mplixelpick, whatever his name is, saying his name backwards, which is a rule that he made up, and he can make up any rule he wants, but he has to make up a rule. And then there's the whole about changing of the eyes. Like he can get Shingami eyes. Shingami, which means it translates from Japanese gods of death, but we would call them Grim Reapers. But they don't look like Grim Reapers. They're just a race of people. Again, spoiler alert, a race of people that have these books and they can write someone's name in it, write how they die. And so the person dies, and there's your natural death and then the Shingami death, and whatever the difference is. So if you die, so if the person can live until, let's say 60, but they die when they're 40, the Shingami gets those 20 years to extend their life. And so I'm wondering, because I didn't know it was someone else's book. I thought this was Ryuk's book. So I'm wondering, is Ryuk getting those lives or those years? I don't know. I don't think they explain it. But then I find out that it's someone else's book. So is that other person getting those years or no? I'm so confused. I mean, I kind of understand why Ryuk wouldn't tell the person who owns the book, because why? But I don't know why he's not really helping or anything. Man, when he had that girl kill herself, that was deep. That was deep. I mean, that was just Wow. I mean, he made a girl kill herself. This is, I don't know why I'm watching this. I don't know. I see you. Oh. All right, let me get back on with this. As I said, I don't know why I'm watching this. It's just, and I know how it ends. I know almost everything that's going to happen. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, well, deuces out. Peace and love. Boom, 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 boom. We're all mad here. We're all mad here. Peace. Bye bye. Bloop. Bloop.